Here we go. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. So the Washington Commanders has just beat the Miami Dolphins 20-7. This game, it was a good game. I'm not gonna say anything bad, but the most of the players, starting players, they didn't play. Jane Daniels didn't play. Stephon Diggs didn't play. Terry McLaurin didn't play. The running back, starting run, most of the guys didn't play. The linemen's, and some of the players that did, even some of the starters that did play, I think they was in there for a series or two. And then the second string came in, and they finished out the first half, and the third and fourth quarter was all backups or people that's trying to make the team. Now, I tell you what, one of the players that did stick out was Robert Henry Jr., undrafted running back. Check this out.
Three wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. It's Henry again, trying to find some room around the outside. Robert Henry Jr., touchdown Commanders.
Yeah, Robert Henry, he stuck out. Hopefully he makes the team. He's an undrafted guy. So, if you're undrafted, the chances of you making the team is slim to none. Hopefully he makes the practice squad. He had a lot of carries when he was in college, a lot of yards. He had over 2,000 yards in college. Like you said, 23, 39 yards in college. So he was very productive, but he's still undrafted. And if you're undrafted, the chances of you making the team is slim to none. That's usually how it goes. Now, one thing I could say is the defense. I like how the defense came out. I didn't really know what to expect from them, but the defense is I would say it's similar to I've seen some similar things to the Minnesota defense. I've seen some guys come on a free blitz, at the last second before the ball got snapped. That's the kind of stuff that they do in Minnesota. So I saw some of that. Now in the beginning, the defense came out a little. They were getting pushed around a little bit, but over time they kind of settled down, and then once the Commanders got the lead, they pretty much took over the game. It was 5 turnovers. Quan Martin got one. Cahoon got one. And man, somebody else, the other Spencer got one. And another guy, I don't even know his name. He got one too. But Robert Henry really stood out, big time, and Patterson stuck out big time. Patterson was knocking them down, boy. He was putting the hammer on people out there, on special teams and defense. So hopefully Patterson makes the team. Now, I know last year he was on the team, but I don't think he was on the team the whole time. I think they might have called him in the middle of the season, and then he came on the team, if I'm not mistaken. But hopefully he makes the team. Patterson, he's a older veteran. He's been around like 11 years as a cornerback. And they need another cornerback anyway. You know what I'm saying? But he's an older guy, a very aggressive corner, and plus he can play special teams as well. So hopefully they keep Patterson. Now, Mariota, got hurt tonight. He hurt his knee. To what extent, I don't know. After the game was over, Coach Dan Quinn said he didn't know exactly what was wrong with Mariota. To what extent, he said he would update everybody on Sunday. So we have to see what happened with that. Now, Sam Hartman was just Sam Hartman. He threw a pick, but he did come back and threw a touchdown and threw some pretty good passes or whatever, And then Sam Hartman, he finished out the first half. The second half was by the rookie. I forgot his name. He got a weird last name. The rookie that was drafted from Rutgers played the second half of the football game as quarterback. He was okay at times. I kind of understand why he wasn't a top pick, just based on how he played. Now, a lot of people want to talk about people want to know what I thought about Styles. I think Styles played like he played like a rookie linebacker, to be honest. Sonny Styles, he played like a rookie. He only played like a quarter, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't even think he played second quarter. But while Styles was in there, he played like a rookie. He made mistakes. But the thing is, they didn't have Styles in there with the first string. On Payne didn't play. Almost nobody on the defensive side, as far as the defensive line, played. None of the starters played on the front line on defense. Almost nobody played. Nobody played. So I want to see how Styles plays with the starting players. At least, even if it's for one series. You know what I'm saying? Because Payne wasn't in there. Nobody was in there. The defensive ends, none of them was in there. They never played. So I just want now all the linebackers was in there except for oh my God. Man, I just can't remember his name. But so that's basically it. It wasn't a lot of starters in on offense and defense. Jaden Daniels didn't play. He's probably not going to play in this preseason at all. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, none of the starting wide receivers played. De'Ami Brown played. Jefferson played. Lane played. But it wasn't no and what's my man Burke. He played, and that's it. But overall, it was a good game, good performance. Wasn't a lot of excitement. There weren't a lot of people in there. It was a preseason game. I didn't expect the stadium to be packed. But I like what I saw. I still think they got some work to do. But I'm looking forward to see what happens on the next game when they play Detroit. So if you saw the game, tell me what you think below. Like, share this episode, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.
Like and subscribe.